Today, we're going to do something I've never done before. We're going to fix the gas tank for my 71 Torino GT project with air. That's right, it's free. Hey YouTube, it's Bill, Flat Broke Garage. We're back in my garage. It's been a little hiatus here. I've been doing dad things. Flat Broke Garage also has Flat Broke kids. And they need help too. So I've been running down, helping my kids out. They live in South Georgia and, you know, just doing the dad thing. But we're back in here doing some stuff. Today, I'm going to fix the gas tank for my 71 Torino GT because I was going to buy a new one. I looked them up. They're a little pricey. They're over $700 for the gas tank for this car. All right, so here it is. This is the original tank out of my 71 GT Torino, and it's had things done to it as the more I look at it. They painted it white. I'm not sure why they painted it white, but you know, these things are galvanized, so it really didn't even need to be painted. But my gas tank has a couple minor issues. There's been a repair, I think, over here in this corner-ish. Looks like a repair's been done here. Like I said, it's nasty, but the real problem is this. Yeah. I don't know if you can tell. This thing is smashed. I mean, smashed bad. So I watched a video on air pressure. Kind of plug the lines off, kind of fill her up a bit, but you don't want to burst it. You don't want to put a lot of air pressure in there. My compressor puts out 180, so we're going to have to, you know, regulate on that. This 71 Torino gas tank, it's kind of special. This is when the emissions first started coming in. And this little thing here is not a sending unit. This is a vent. And it's a vent that goes up to the top and just ran fumes all the way under the car, all the way up to the charcoal canister under the hood. So, first attempt at, emissions. But it would be a cool return port for fuel injection because it does have a sending unit spot down under here. I'll show you later. But let's see if we can get this plugged up and poof. So, well, fingers crossed. All right, so basically the sending unit goes here. I got that removed. I looked in there, in here as best we can. Well, there's the top. It's got some surface rust. You can see that thing that looked like a sending unit on the bottom of the tank. You can actually see that is a filter for gas fumes. It goes up into a little dome there up on top of the tank, and I guess that's where the gas fumes would rise up and send them up to that charcoal unit. So I can't really get the camera in there to see if we can get another angle in there. There's the bottom. I can get it to focus. It's not bad. I think I can get that red fuel tank sealer stuff. I think we can clean this thing out. It's way better than the Falcorino tank, so pay no attention to the fumes coming out. I've been banging on this thing. It's not clean, but it's not horrible. It's not rusted through. So I got all the other ports blocked off. I got a wet rag, and I got the compressor with 180 PSIs. So if I just kind of ease into this, let's see if we can get any of this dent out of here. Look at that. That's actually pretty mint, dude. It got out all of these dents here. There's still a big one down there. I don't know if I should push it or not. But that, I've never done it before. That actually works pretty good. There's still a pretty good dent here. here, and here. I'll give it another shot. Like I said, I don't want to blow the seams, but that one faster and easier than I thought. It took longer to set the tripod up. Let's try that again. That was kind of cool. Maybe I can get a rod in there, kind of poke that out a bit. Let me get something, see if we can poke that in. But all of this part, it's mint. All right, so I got the proverbial Buford pusser, I like to call these. The axe handle. And if any of you are not familiar with Buford pusser, Google on him. Walking Tall. They made a movie on him. But I don't know if he used an axe handle or as a baseball bat. He brought justice to town with a piece of hickory. So, and it was a true story, actually. It's been to his house. It's a museum now. But let me see if we can get this in the Buford stick in here and see if we can get her to pop out. Ooh. Well, it moves some. Well, I've swatted on it and I've put sticks in there and banged on it. It's better than it was. I would really like to get that one out. That one came out about 50%. That one's, she's a crease. So, but it's livable. So what I want to do now is just finish cleaning this up. It still has part of the factory undercoating on it and 54 years of whatever and 5 years of sitting in storage, and you know, I'm gonna clean this up. Like I said, it's galvanized. Got a little rust, but it's galvanized, so it shouldn't need much. And I'm gonna try and get the paint off the other side, but I don't want to like dig through into the galvanizing. So I want to see if I can get that paint off. I don't know if like lacquer thinner will pull it off or paint stripper, but I don't want to get aggressive on the galvanizing. So, all right, well, let's take a look what we got on top. Mostly just paint, dirt. I got to turn my compressor down. So it might be a little loud. Anyway, let's see if we can blow some of the stuff off. This kind of, I think it's just dirt. I mean, if you look, this paint even blows right off. So this might not be too bad of a deal. I'm gonna try some lacquer thinner on here and see if that sends it on its way here. It ain't binding because, like I said, these are galvanized. In factory, they were just a shiny galvanized finish. So let me get a little lacquer thinner. We're gonna put it in here and see if it does anything. Just give her a little splash of the lacquer thinner. That's it here. Look at it, it's already dissolving it. Look at that. For the win here, man. It's literally just, wow. That's pretty cool. I think we found our way. And if you look, that leaves that nice galvanized finish. So I'm gonna go this route. What do you think, guys? That's just an initial first shot. Some crappy shop rags, a scraping it, and a blowgun. I think this is going to come around. Now, see these things, Torinos, Mustangs, Montegos, Cougars. All these gas tanks were actually part of the actual trunk floor. That's why a lot of these rusted out. You get a lot of dirt in here and they sit in these seams. And they just rust out because there's a trunk floor. If the trunk leaked, water would get in here. So this one's actually pretty good. Once again, here's this dome on there. This is 1971-ish only, I believe. Like I said, the 1970 tank is flat across here, which is probably better for a trunk. But that's where that little breather filter goes in to get the gas fumes out. See, it sits above, you know, the top of the tank. I'm going to get this cleaned up a little better, flip it over, adjust the bind. I have to get the wire wheel to get this rust and tar stuff off. We're going to give that a shot just going around here, but I'm liking how this is coming out. All right, now while we got the top looking pretty good, the bottom is still ugly. Kind of scratching into this here, and I think what we have is factory undercoat, and then somebody took this Torino when it was new, I'm guessing, and had rust preventative, Rusty Jones, Z-Bart, that kind of stuff, this yellow gunky crap. And you know, I guess it worked, but I don't know what I'm going to do to get this off. And then I got these dents. These two dents here. You know, there's no gas in this thing. I wonder if I could drill this out and try and pop these out and then weld them shut again. Because I'd like to get this tank, I'd like to get it looking kind of normal. So, you know, I guess we'll just do some tests here. I don't know if I want to clean this whole thing off or not. I mean, I could just cover this in like a black bed liner stuff. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I tried cleaning this stuff up. It's just, you'd have to soak it in a 55-gallon drum of gasoline. That's that Rusty Jones rust proofing stuff. It's on there. So I'm gonna go with just a spray black undercoat over this. But I am gonna try for these dents. And you know what? The gas tank is safe now. There ain't no gas in it. I'm gonna drill a couple holes and use the old school body shop dent pullers to kind of pull these things out, because I just can't get the leverage. So let's put a hole in my tank. Where do I want to put it? It's right on that seam. Let's try one here. That's some thick metal, man. May end up having to put this on the floor and stand on it, but oh yeah. Man, that's tough. All right, let's get this on the floor, put my 300-pound ass on here, and then pull. See what we can come up with. Well, let's give her a tug. I won't crush it by standing on it, but this has bad idea written all over it. There we go. I pulled it up. Pull that whole thing up. That's pretty good. I don't want to put a bunch of holes in here, but that's good. I'm gonna throw maybe 2 in here. See if I can pull that out. Well, with just 2 little 1/8-inch holes, I got this whole cave out. I got this one 80% out. I'm not going to push the envelope anymore. And this is the underside of the car. You're not going to see it. But I just wanted to kind of get it flat. So this is way better than it was. So I'm going to grind these up. We're going to get the old welder out. Let's see how much gas fumes are left in here. Fingers crossed. Ironically, the song playing right now is Here Comes the Boom, but, you know, we'll see. shit. That's not good. She cooked right through there. I got to turn her down a bunch. Holy crap, I made a big hole now. Oh. Come down on the old ampers a bit. Holy crap. Well, let's try the other hole. That's better. Well, here we are, day number 2. Kind of got that spot welded in there, and it looked okay, but I wasn't sure. And I was going to go get some gas tank sealer putty stuff. I'm trying something else. I don't know, something I've never done before, and it's a dying art, actually. Lead. I put some lead in here. I'm not a leading guy, as I just found out. But I cleaned it up, fluxed it, and, you know, it seems to look... Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. Shouldn't leak. I'm gonna just kind of clean up on this thing a little bit more, and I'm going to just hit the bottom of it with this first aid rubberized undercoat and get her sealed up, because this Rusty Jones stuff, I mean, it's on there. I'm not gonna fight it, you know. Still haven't even decided if I'm gonna use this tank or not. Now, I did find out that a tank out of a 70, or the Torino, will fit. Those are $500. So, still, it's a lot of dough, guys, for a gas tank. You know, you look for a Mustang and Camaro, like $80, $100. I mean, so it happens when you have an oddball car. So, I'm going to get this undercoated. We're going to get it cleaned up. I use, it's called... Red Coat gas tank sealer. And you pour it inside the gas tank, you let it dry, forms like a skin in there. It's really good stuff. I have another video of when I did the Falcarino tank with this stuff. But I guess in the last couple months, it's been deemed hazmat. So nobody carries it, and the only place that stocks it is the company. So it's like $40 to buy it. And it's like $40 to ship it in a hazmat thing. So, I don't know. But I ordered a quart of that. I'm going to be pouring it in there. No sense showing you that because I already have a video of pouring it in, sloshing it around. It's on there. I'll put it at the end of the video link. This stuff is pretty good. The first aid. I like all the first aid stuff. The glass cleaner and everything. Their undercoat is really good. But you got to really shake the tar out of this stuff. Oh, this is why they say to shake it up. It's clogging up on me. This is my last can too. There we go. Well, that worked out perfectly. Just ran out of the goo right at the end of the tank. So we got her coated pretty heavy. Let me bring you in here and show you what I did. Now, like I said, I leaded this, and I don't know how. I kind of watched a video how. But I learned one thing. If you can't lead something, lead a lot. So it's pretty well covered. But it's not horrible. I mean, you know, here we are. We got them just globbed on there. I'm going to get my tank sealer when it does come, pour that in. Like I said, you guys really don't need to see that. You just pour it in and slosh it and sits. So really not a lot of content there. But I don't know. I might get another tank. I might not. I might just get the regular for a 70. But this tank, this would be kind of handy to have for if I do decide to go with fuel injection. Because instead of cutting those tanks up, you need return lines and stuff. So I think that would be a good return line option. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But at least I got this one kind of covered with goo. The top is clean. Well, there we go. My undercoating is dry. You know, this is, that line there is the seam, or that's the floor of the trunk of the car. So the undercoating will be underneath, and I tell you what, this cleaned up really nice. I mean, really, really nice. Because they aren't painted, they're just galvanized, and they had some stenciling on them here. I'll show you in the Falcarino. That's got an original fuel tank. So I'm going to show you what a factory tank looks like. This car's got 54,000 original miles on it, and that, my friend, is how a factory tank looks inside a car. Like I said, there's the stenciling they had on them. It's over here and whatever. But that's factory original there, buddy. So I think mine looks pretty close. But look, there's somebody that knew how to lead. That's fixed or soldered. All right, well, UPS has dropped off the magic present from AMD Auto Metal Direct. I'm pretty sure and hopeful that this is my sending unit for that tank. I think it is. It's the only thing I've ordered from them. But let's see. $66 to $69. That can't be good. Let me see what I got here. Shoot. I'm telling you, dude, if this is wrong, I'm just going to be pissed because I'm just tired of stuff being wrong. No, I think this is it. This is the right one. Is there a gasket? Oh, the gasket's on there. So, all right. Well, there we go. We'll get the sending unit put in, and we get the tank set in there. It's been a few days. Well, actually, it's been about a week and a half. But we got the red coat in there, sloshed around, it's set up. I got the tank set back down in here. I think it looks pretty good, guys. You know, it's not new, but this is actually covered too by a like a rubber floor mat or plastic mat thing. So you really don't even see it. But at least I know it looks cool, or at least factory underneath. Well, one more thing off the checklist. There we go. The fuel tank is in. The next thing I'm going to do is the interior of the car was like a butterscotch or a tan color. Here, I'll show you. And this color right here does not go well with grabber blue. So I bought this dye from Duplicolor. It's Duplicolor Vinyl and Fabric Specialty Coating. Never used it before. If any of you guys have, put it down below, because we're not doing this yet. But it says it's ideal for use for dashboards, door panels, center consoles, trim, and seats. I have all those and they're brown, so we're gonna go with the black. Now, I don't know, I bought gloss black. Maybe I should have bought like a semi-gloss. I don't know, I wasn't thinking. I got a video coming up of the Falcarino. I said the engine's coming out, and it is coming out. Not right now, though. It's going to be a couple weeks. The Falcarino has been invited to a car show the end of the month. And I'm going to take it to the car show. We'll bring it back. We'll get the engine out, get that freshened up. I got another thing coming up on our 1953 GMC 5-window flower pot. If you're not familiar with the channel, you can click in the back and go back and look. My wife bought a 53 GMC pickup truck as a flower pot, and something really cool is coming up on that. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you. Thank you. Bye.